Hello and welcome everyone. I am Roisin Campbell. Thank you for joining me. I'm transmitting from Trinity House in County Down. Our Trinity House is a house of contemplation, relaxation, meditation, silence, prayer, and family. I've been speaking previously about the Golden Aquarius, the two supermoons in this August month, and the Lion's Gate. In the last 4 days, I've been getting information connected to our small intestines. I'm being told the past is resting in the small intestines. Our small intestines needs a detox emotionally, physically, mentally, and spiritually. It is our inner yellow brick road. So when we go into the small intestines and we trace our self back into our journey that we have taken this lifetime, all the things that the child has went through, all the things that the child is still processing and still playing in that garden by itself, unknown to the adult. The child is lost, not being able to process the traumas in the small intestines. Small intestines is interesting when they call it the small intestines, when it's basically around, I think, 7 meters long. So there's nothing small about this yellow brick road within us. Well, it is the purifier, the small intestines. It's really what is right for us and what is not right for us. It separates what's bad and keeps the good, to do with our food, to do with our emotions, to do with our thoughts. But when it has been under enormous amount of pressure, and I call that living our lives, that's all that we need to know. That's the biggest pressure. When that happens, then we are only really processing 30% at anything in our lives because we are not awakened enough to know how to do what we need to do. So when we get guidance through with spirit, when there's different initiations happening through the moons, through the cosmic doctors, as are now starting to realize that our cosmos are really the spiritual doctors moving and shifting. So when I went in to look at the small intestines, I was guided to the energy of the yin and the yang. The yin is the female life force, not female as in woman. It is the feminine life force. And yang is the masculine life force. So the yang is the light, the bright, the positivity, the fire, the heavens. And the yin is the dark, the moon and the negativity and destruction, actually. So those two forces dance together through the cosmos. They work together, they integrate together, and they surrender to each other and infuse, and then they illuminate as the golden essence within us. Now, the life force knows how to do this. But then we have the third aspect, the human being, the part that is asleep, the part that is trying to awake, the part that doesn't know how to do it because there isn't any book. And these life forces are battling together to dance. And the human part has no idea that there's a dance going on. So imagine you go into the old dance halls where the men stood at one side and the women stood at the other side, and the female would hope that the male would eventually come up and ask her to dance, and the male waited for so long because he was afraid of being rejected. This really is the small intestines. if it doesn't know how to communicate with the vessel, and the vessel doesn't know how to communicate with the small intestines, then the life force can't process what it needs to process. The yin and the yang can't yin and yang. They can't dance. They can't become the lovers. So these golden energies, these illuminating lights of the illuminaries, as these supermoons, are focusing us on the small intestine energy, what is pure and what is impure, what no longer serves us and what now serves us. So it's really the past coming into the present, what is lying there in us, and it affecting us on so many levels. Emotionally, it could be making us feel depressed, out of whack, up and down, not trusting, doubting. Mentally, it could be causing mental anxiety, negative thought beliefs. Physically, it could be giving us indigestion, bowel problems, liver problems, gallbladder problems, neck problems. You see how it works. So I would ask you to focus in the coming weeks as these energies are processing our small intestines, really to clear the channel, to bring out the old into the fire of the new. So if you take your finger, your small little finger, and go to the other little finger, and on the outside, walk your way up the outside of your whole arm, right outside of the arm, you will find this meridian line in the internet for the small intestine. And it's like the inner yellow brick road, walking through your life and all that you have been through, what you fell asleep to, what you're afraid of, what you forgot, all these things, and waken up the small intestines. Feel it and heal it as you walk the line, and you'll end at your ear. So you can go to the image, you could get a nice rose oil, or something that you like, pieces of music, a frequency vibration, and walk the journey inward through your small intestines with the meridian points, and bring yourself back home.